Welcome back to Cosmetics Anonymous. I am your favorite Mubba Bougie Vintage, and today's video is Botox. If you guys watched the last Botox, you know in the description box I left a long message there about how I recorded for like 2 hours and then the footage just... the footage no longer exists, okay? So I have to re-record it, and I was really into that Botox. I was really enjoying it when I was filming it because I was cussing everybody out. And I was giving real genuine advice. I was giving such great advice in that video, and I was excited to edit it, and for whatever reason the devil didn't want me to be great, okay? So the footage got ruined in transferring from the memory card to the computer, and actually that memory card seems to be completely damaged now. I don't know why this happened, but it's absolutely insane. The memory card doesn't work. I had put it in my camera and I feel like it's gonna put a virus on my camera. Just now I was trying to record with it, like I erased everything off the memory card and I was trying to record. It wouldn't record, and so I was trying to do something on the camera, and so the flip screen is touch screen, and so I was touching the camera and it wasn't wasn't responding, and I thought it was maybe because my finger was a little moist, but that wasn't the case at all. So then I was like, okay, it's not working. So then I like turned the camera off and the screen was still on, and I was like, what the heck? And so I was going like this, and I was still seeing myself move in the screen despite the fact that I had turned the camera off. I had to literally open the battery thing and take the battery out for the camera to shut off, and then I just took the memory card out and just went to put it away because I ain't trying to get no damage on my good Canon, okay? Anyway, I'm going to actually do the questions that I had done before. Hi, Bo, I'm new to your channel and I love it. I see how you help people and I need yours. Congrats on that beautiful baby girl, by the way. Thank you very much. I'm 22 from Houston, and me and my father have been through some shit. At the age of 12, my mother passed away, and at the same time, it felt like my dad did also. By the way, she was perfectly healthy and it came out of nowhere. They were married when she had passed. I always grew up in a two-parent home. I stayed with my grandma for a minute. I was young and it felt like everything was taken from me out of nowhere. Not even a year after he moved me and my brother into a home with another woman and her 2 kids. All I wanted was the time of my father. But everyone was telling me I was spoiled and needed to grow up at the age of 12 and 13. He also gave his girlfriend a lot of my mother's stuff, and she also has a lot of nice expensive things. His girlfriend was never nice to me, lied about me taking things, and getting pregnant. Mind you, I never stole, and I lost my virginity at 18. I think I was too busy going through the heartbreak of losing my mother. After a minute, they lost the house and we were moving from hotel to hotel, and he left me with her living there while he went and did what he wanted to and stayed at his mother's house. She was abusive and she nagged me about the smallest things, starting fights so she can fight me. After that, I moved with my aunt, my father's sister, and she was even more abusive. She had hit me with bats and everything until one day I couldn't take it and I had to beg him to come and stay with him. All along, he didn't want me to, but I couldn't, so he allowed me to stay with him during my 11th and 12th grade year. Now, he is 49 in a relationship with a 29-year-old pillhead. She steals and lies, and no one in the family likes her. He believed everything she says, and she gets mad at me and starts cursing me out when she says I did something. He has even went to jail, and she stole from the house, and he blamed it on my cousin when everyone said it was her. He didn't care. He even went so far to put his head on me until I started telling him I'm going to the cops. Okay, first, there's way too many spelling errors. I think she meant his hands. So many spelling errors. It's so hard to read this. Through his 2 girlfriends and his sister, my father never had my side. Now that I'm older and still don't hold a grudge, he tells me I'm too old to act this way, and I tell him, what about when I was younger? You've never been there. His whole point is the past, and his money has always been there, so he thinks he's always been there. One day she started an argument that made no sense. Oh my gosh. And I left and went to a shelter. Now that I have my own place, I still ask him to help me with things, but it's like pulling teeth. I have decided to go to the Navy now and wondering when I leave? Should I still have a relationship with him or just vanish? Because honestly, I'm okay with never seeing him a day in my life anymore. It's gotten to the point where I don't even care if he dies, because I lost the only person in the world that loves me the most, and no one was there for me after she passed. Not even my brother. And come to find out, the only reason my aunt took me in was because I was getting $1,000 check for my mother's death, because when I moved out, she lost the house. I always tell you guys, I'm not the person that you guys should be asking for advice from when it comes to dealing with your fathers, because my advice is always going to be biased. Everybody's relationship with their dad is different, but I think that if you don't have that solid relationship with your dad and you're tired of fighting for it, then just let it go. Like, it is what it is. You're an adult, and you cannot force somebody to be there for you, and you cannot force somebody to love you the way you need to be loved. That is something that's supposed to come naturally, and if it's not coming naturally, there's no point in beating a dead horse. Keep your relationship as it is. If you guys are the type of people to call once a month or once in a blue moon to check on each other, then that's what it is and that's what it's gonna be. If you are the type to just not call at all and he doesn't call you either, then let it be that and go your separate ways. It sucks. It's a hard thing to do, but if you're literally just fed up, then that's what you should do. When it comes to your relationship with your parents, unless it's something you really want, two people have to be willing to work on it. It can't just be one-sided. It can't just be you putting your best foot forward and getting shit in return from your father. It has to be an equal effort, or it's not going to work and it's not fair. It's that way with any friendship, relationship, whatever it is. If it's family or a friend or your parents, it has to be two-sided. It can't be a one-way street. So if your dad's not putting in any effort, there's no point to you keep putting in the effort, because you're just wasting your energy and you're not getting anything in return. That's all I'm gonna say about that. This next one I read in the last video. So basically, I've been overweight my whole life up until late 2017, early 2018, being 16 years old. I used to weigh 170 pounds and now I'm 110 pounds, and I am very proud of my accomplishment. I'm proud too, boo, okay? With losing weight came me being more confident and outgoing and becoming a better version of myself. But in my friends' eyes, I was apparently becoming too self-obsessed and careless about others. Just because I'm not self-conscious, and the DUF, if you guys don't know what DUF is designated ugly fat friend. There's a whole movie about it. I didn't finish the movie. It's on Netflix though, so you should watch it. I have 3 friends, but all of them have turned on me ever since I was about at my 35 to 40 pound mark, when I started to look really different and I was getting attention from the opposite sex. It sucks so bad, because for all this time I thought these were my true friends and people who genuinely gave a fuck about me, but in reality they were just using me as the ugly friend so that more attention could be drawn towards them. I think it's actually crazy that the DUF is a real thing. I think it's real crazy, and you probably wouldn't have realized it if the movie never came out. When I first started looking different but I was still on my weight loss journey, they were trying to get me to stop eating healthy, and one day I brought my own lunch to school and I was in the toilet. You're definitely in the UK. My friends were in the dinner hall and threw my lunch into the bin and told me to eat the junk food the school was selling. Who does that? Like, I can't even deal. I was so confused as to why they were so pressed about something that shouldn't even affect them. Like, if we were friends, my weight shouldn't even matter and you should be rooting for me. These are the facts. So I confronted them about it and they said they were sorry and it wasn't because of me eating healthy, it was just a prank. Are they fucking YouTubers? Like, what do they mean it's just a prank? I just can't. I forgave them at the time, but now as they have become more salty and jealous of my weight loss, I know it was in fact because I was eating healthy. I was also kicked out of a group chat me and the 3 friends were in on iMessage, and we haven't made plans to go out together for months now. Also, when I found out a guy from my year had a crush on me, one of the 3 fake friends got so salty that she lied to him that I had a weird obsession over him when I was never even checking for him. LMAO. It deadass felt like a scene out of Mean Girls, and I never thought I'd witness it in real life. Obviously, I know these people are not good for me, but I already experienced having no friends from 13 to 15 years old after me and my 2 ex-best friends weren't cool anymore. And it sucked. When I made these 3 new friends, I saw it as a new time in my life, and that will change things for a long time. And I wouldn't experience feeling lonely again, but now I'm back to square one with no friends in real life or online. Girl, just look in the comment section, comment and say, hey guys, I'm looking for some friends, and you'll have friends with the bow ties, child. Like, you will. Like, the people in the comment section are friendly for the most part. Just don't come on Instagram live now, because I'm not in control of the Instagram live family. I'm really not. Anyway, and nobody giving a fuck about my feelings. Also, my anxiety has gotten worse over the years, and it felt better for the amount of time I had these 3 friends, but now I feel the same as before. Even though I've lost weight and wanted to for a long time, it's only made my social life worse. I'm proud of myself for doing it, but now I miss my old life when I actually had friends. Also, I'm not interested in guys right now. I could be in a relationship, but all I really want is girlfriends who I can trust and root for, and who would do the same for me. How can I feel better? How can I lift myself up and not feel like shit just because I'm not the fat person people want me to be? Thank you so much. Love you, Lily. Okay, Lily girl. One, those girls were never your friends. In one breath, you're telling me that they were only fucking with you because you were fatter than them and you got to be the duff for them. And then in another breath, you're still calling them your friends and you're saying that life was better when you had friends. But in reality, they were never your friends because they were using you. I don't want you to like backtrack and start eating again and binging because you feel like you have to have friends right now at this stage in your life. At the end of the day, the people that are truly your friends or are truly there for you and rooting for you would never ever knock you because of something you're trying to accomplish. They should be rooting you on, like you said. And if they're not going to do that, then they're not your friends. And you'll be fine without them. Making new friends is easier said than done, but at the end of the day, everybody always told me when I go to high school, the same people that I go in with are not the same people that I'm going to go out with. And it was very true. I think your best bet right now is to just keep focusing and working on you, and you'll make new friends doing the things that you like to do now. You'll make new friends that like to eat healthy, and you'll make new friends that like to work out or do whatever you're doing. If it's going to the gym and you meet somebody at the gym and you become their gym partner or whatever. And also, you said you could be in a relationship right now because there's somebody that likes you. I think that that's sometimes your best bet too. Even though you want to have girlfriends, you have to remember that girls are catty by nature. Girls are catty, girls are messy, and sometimes it's not in your best interest to be friends with people or to have girls around you because there's always going to be some sort of jealousy there. In your situation, it's not underlying, and so I think that if you can be in a relationship right now, or if there is something that you like, something that's interested in you, you should just go ahead and give it a try. That person is going to be there for you now. That person is going to keep you company while you are going through what you're going through, and you clearly need somebody right now. And if you don't want to talk to your parents or whoever else is around you, maybe a cousin or something, you can always talk to your boyfriend or whoever this person is that you would like to, or the person that would like to talk to you. Isn't it so weird I don't have nails on? Ugh, I took them off because I have to go get them done again, and they were bothering me because I kept breaking them, but that's neither here nor there. It's gonna suck a little bit, and you've already experienced it, but because you've experienced it before, you know how to deal with it, and you probably know a little bit better how to cope with not having that set of friends. And you know what? 3 is definitely a crowd, and that's why the 2 girls are kind of pushing you away and being mean to you, because 3 was already a crowd. It's really easier to just have one friend and one best friend, and you don't have to worry about all the other bullshit. So I think that you should definitely maybe see about being in a relationship right now, just so you have that person to talk to and that person to become your best friend instead of the girls that you're looking to become their friend, because it's not really worth it to stress yourself out over people that aren't being supportive of you when you're doing something that's good in your life. The problem is that these people, when you are doing something great, they're going to be jealous of you and they're going to try to get you out of your element, and you need to stay in your element, because the last thing you want to do is put on back the weight just so that people will be cool with you again. That makes no sense. You wanted to do something for yourself and you did it, and that is why these people are upset. That's why they're treating you the way they're treating you, because they're mad that they didn't do it first, or they're mad that they didn't do it at all. That's the scary thing about being friends with people. You never really know how or who is really your friend until you do something that maybe they wanted to do. And it doesn't even have to be weight loss. It just has to be making a plan or having a goal and sticking to it and getting it done. That is what they're jealous of. It's not necessarily the weight loss itself, but the fact that you were able to accomplish something, and they're probably like, fuck, like, I haven't accomplished anything. I haven't set my mind to something and accomplished it. I'm just over here making up lies, telling old dude that she has an obsession with him, and it's not even true. Like, I'm a bum ass bitch. Like, that's their mindset. And so you can't surround yourself with people like that anyway, because those are crabs in a barrel, crabs in a bucket. That is that crabs in a bucket mentality. They're trying to pull you down. They don't want you to succeed and get past where they are. And so that is why you need to stay clear and mow the grass and see who the snakes are in the grass, because ain't nobody got time for no hating ass bitches. That's what we're not going to do. Hey Bo, I love all your videos and congratulations on your new bundle of joy. Now let's get into the problem. So recently I've started dealing with this guy. We met through Instagram and we started from there. He was everything you could want in a man. Asked me how my day was and everything. Everything was going well, but we had a rough patch and stopped talking for a month or so. I had never asked him what I was to him because I felt like that would make his attitude change, and I liked the way things were going. Okay, this one, I remember reading it because there's absolutely no fucking punctuation at all, and there's just one big long run-on sentence. Like, there is no periods, no commas, no semicolons, there's nothing. And I was stressed as hell when I read it the first time, and I'm stressed as hell now, and I'm really not feeling it, but I'm gonna continue reading. So I made a bunch of new friends, and we all started hanging together, and I found out they knew him. We were all good friends, so I saw nothing wrong with that in itself alone. But when I came back and we started talking again, he was acting very different. Like, not calling me baby or anything he used to do. And by this time, we had been talking for a total of 5 or 6 months. So I have this friend, I'll name her Ryan. So my friend would constantly say, "Oh, Ryan, how are you just gonna let her take your man?" They said it all the time, but as a joke, so I never really thought anything of it. Oh God, I don't even know where this email is going. I really don't. I don't remember. I just remember I didn't like it. I know what you're thinking. No, this isn't an email on how me and Ryan fought over the boy. It's just the background of the problem I have now. So I realized they've been together more often, and when me and my friends were away from them, they told me how they would act when me and him went through that rough patch. I'm confused because when you guys first started talking, you didn't really know that he knew them. I'm confused, but okay. I wasn't mad at her, but I did ask them a few times did they like each other, and they would both say no, so I took their word for it. Now, we have this group chat. Every time Ryan would send a photo, he would hype her, which I have no problem with because she's very pretty. But when I send a picture, he'll just ignore me and not even say a word or speak on it and focus on her. We got into a recent argument about how he's acting different, and he said he wasn't, and he blurted out, "We're just friends with benefits anyway, so I don't see why you're so pressed." Oh, God. And they made me feel some type of way because for us to be dealing with each other for so long, that's damn near at least some type of relationship. No, the fuck it ain't. Who told you that? That is not a relationship. That is a situationship. That is friends with benefits. And I done told y'all not to do no damn friends with benefits. So I don't know why you're emailing me this. Because at the end of the day, if somebody did not ask you to be exclusively their girlfriend, their boyfriend, their whatever friend, then you are not in a relationship. Having consensual sex with somebody is not a relationship. That is simply having sex with somebody. And that is the problem. Y'all y'all keep wanting to just be doing this and that and the third with the other, and then confused as to why your relationship isn't working out. Oh, well, maybe because it wasn't a relationship to begin with. How about that? I don't understand why you guys think that just because you're making out with somebody, you're all of a sudden in a relationship. It don't work like that. People still have to ask you to be their girlfriend and their boyfriend in 2018. It's always going to be like that. It's not just a thing. It doesn't just happen. It's not just you guys just are exclusive. Oh my god. So here comes the real problem. The real problem is that you couldn't identify the fact that you were in a situationship and not a relationship. It's not some type of relationship. You are not guaranteed a relationship just because you are sleeping with somebody. I ain't gonna say it again. Here comes the real problem. We had another argument and I was fed up and I told him not to talk to me anymore. So I met this other guy who will name him Demetrius. So Demetrius was like sweet guy when I first met him, but he has a girlfriend and I respected that and didn't step on his toes. Girl, you might not have stepped on his toes, but his girlfriend might be coming to step on your toes if you don't stop playing around with these married men. He's not married, but he's married, okay? I am 16 going on 17 on February 22nd, and he's 20. Kind of a big age difference for me, so I wasn't even thinking about flirting. I want no smoke with a girl probably 2 times my age. Unless his girlfriend is in her 40s, that would not make her 2 times your age. Therefore, you should not be talking to him because you don't even know quick maths. Like, what are you talking about 2 times your age? You're 17. He's 20 years old. He ain't dating no damn 35-year-old, 34-year-old. Like, ain't no 2 times your age, bitch. Anyway, so we had a small chat and had a deeper one the next day. It wasn't anything serious, just us being goofy and mean to each other. But he would always bring up his girlfriend, and I had no problem with that. But somewhere in the conversation, he kind of flirted with me, and I flirted back, and he changed the subject quickly after. Then we met up, and he was talking about hooking me up with his cousin. And I took that as he really didn't want me up in his face, which I really wasn't. But he wanted nothing to do with me. So I agreed, and he said he would set me up. So as the day went on, after I was getting ready to leave to go home, he asked for my Snapchat and I gave it to him, not knowing what a world of trouble I was in for. So we started snapping pictures and stuff, having a regular conversation. Then he flirted heavily with me, but was also very hesitant too. And I flirted back and things got real frisky. I'm sure you can take a guess on what went down, sending me snaps of his manhood, girl. First of all, you know he's in a relationship. He knows he's in a relationship. From the minute he flirted with you, you should have backed off because you already know if he flirts with you and you flirt back, it's going to go somewhere it's not supposed to go. You had the upper hand because you're not the one that initiated the flirting. Even though you guys had flirted before in person, now you guys are flirting on Snapchat and you know he has a girlfriend and you're not, you don't owe the girlfriend anything. But at the end of the day, if you are a decent woman, you're not going to be flirting back with somebody else's man. Like, you know that he has a girlfriend. He's brought her up multiple times. He's clearly just being a freaking disgusting man. A pig. Ugh, I can't. You're both at fault. You're both to blame, but you had the upper hand in the situation because when he was flirting with you could have been like, please respect your girlfriend. I ain't fucking with no that got a bitch. Okay? That's what you should be saying, but instead you're over here, oh, I got a dick pic. Like, bitch, bye. After all of that, he kept telling me how he felt bad and unloyal, drooling over my body and wanted to have sexual relations with me, even though he had a girlfriend. Is this Bill Clinton? I'm confused. I felt him, but at the same time, the way he would be talking to me made it seem like he wanted me more than ever, but I'm still so bent over all this commotion that's going down. He's 20, you're 17. Why is this even an email right now? As of now, we're still talking. I have no words. Okay, do you, girl. What should I do about Ryan and the first guy? There's nothing to do about Ryan and the first guy because the first guy ain't fucking with you like that. He told you straight up, you are not my girlfriend. You are just friends with benefits. If you decide you're not going to give him the benefit of your coochie anymore, then you guys are no longer friends, okay? Because once the benefit stops, the friendship stops, and that's just, it is what it is. Friends with benefits ends with friends with benefits. It doesn't continue after that, okay? He does not want you. You need to accept it and move on. If he's fucking with Ryan, if he likes Ryan's photos, then he likes Ryan's photos. You cannot cannot force the man to like your photos and hype you in the group chat. You can't do it. It doesn't make sense. It absolutely makes no sense. You can't force somebody to like you. Should I continue talking to Demetrius even though he's way older than me and has a girlfriend? Don't ask me no stupid questions. You already know the answer to that question. Why the hell did you email motherfucking me? You had no reason to email me. How are you going to talk to a man with a girlfriend? He has a girlfriend. What, are you going to be the side bitch? Like, that's what you are. Like, you are literally being or setting yourself up to be the side piece. You know he has a girlfriend. You're aware he has a girlfriend. You flirted with him knowing that he has a girlfriend. He knows he has a girlfriend. And you're asking me if you should continue talking to him. What? Should I stop talking to Demetrius and just work things out with Ryan and the first guy and confront them about it? There's nothing to confront either of them on. They owe you no explanations. If they like each other, that's great. They can go and like each other and be together. If they don't like each other and they just flirt, that's their business. It has nothing to do with you. You and Ryan and him are not in a love triangle. That's not what this is. He doesn't like you like that. He might like her like that. I don't know. I don't care. The point is that he's already made it clear to you what his situation is. So if you tried to page him about him hyping Ryan or their relationship, how they talk to each other, you don't like it. You have no say in how they communicate because you're not his girlfriend. The situation with Ryan and the guy, it's not a thing. So get over it. It has nothing to do with you. Let them do their thing. You need to just remove yourself from the equation. But I forgot you don't really know how to do no damn quick math, so you're going to have a hard time doing that. Please get your life.